How much money per person should the insurance company set aside to avoid going bankrupt with 90% probability? So we need to find a number such that the average healthcare costs are less than that number with 0.9 probability. We know that X bar is distributed normal with mean 2000 and variance 1 million over 100. So let's draw a picture so we know what we're looking for. Here, this is a question about X bar. It's a question about average cost. And we know that those bounce around 2000. And we need to find a number, a little x, such that these average costs are less than that little x with 0.9 probability. Well, if we know the distribution of X bar, we can just apply our Z trick and write probability that Z is less than little x minus 2000 divided by, that's a square root of 10,000, that's 100, and that probability should be less than 0.9. Now looking at 0.9 in normal 0-1 tables, we know that this number, this expression, has to be equal to 1.28. So we set x minus 2000 divided by 100 equal to 1.28. And let's solve for little x here. And that gives us little x equals 2,128. So the amount of money that the insurance company should set aside per person is 2,128. Now this is much less than an individual needs to set aside to avoid going bankrupt with 90% probability, because for an individual healthcare costs are very volatile. But average healthcare costs over 100 people, they're not that volatile. They bounce pretty tightly around 2,000. So an insurance company needs to set aside only 2,128 to avoid going bankrupt with 90% probability, whereas an individual needs to set aside 3,128.